Check. Got that off my list.
If I hadn't been very rich, I might have been a really great man.
I'm Charles Foster Kane!
Citizen Kane. Alright, so Citizen Kane is a movie that came out back in 1941, directed by Orson Welles, starring Orson Welles. It was his first feature-directed starring movie, and I have to say, I really, really like this movie. So the main story of this, why I'm watching this movie, well, I'm starting to get out of the watching movies that I'm preparing for the big summer movies. I'm almost done. I got a few left, like Spider-Man's and Planet of the Apes. But once I get through that, I'll be able to watch movies I'll get to watch some old classic movies and to get them on this YouTube channel. And Citizen Kane is the first one I want to do. This movie I made the selection for the Easy K show in the month of May. I'm forcing Rainy K to watch it, so check out our more full, in-depth review of Citizen Kane, his thoughts on it. And also, make sure you listen to the Dark Easy podcast show to find even more thoughts on Citizen Kane. So, but anyways, let's talk about this awesome movie that I checked out. So, Citizen Kane is, one day when I was looking for movies to watch, I always went on the American Film Institute. They did a top 100 movies of all time, and they all agreed that Citizen Kane was the greatest movie of all time. And I can actually see that right now. I don't know if it's the greatest of all time. I think I have to think about it. But after I watched the movie, I was just thinking, it made me think about the movie more and more. And when I can sit back and think about it, it makes me appreciate it more and more. It makes me really, really more like the movie. It's based off this character called Kane, Christopher Kane. And the basic premise of it is it's a rise and kind of fall of a newspaper tycoon and how he deals with stuff. And one thing I really liked about this movie, really you start the movie out at the end of the story where he says Rosebud and he dies. And the movie, and that's where they and then it goes through this investigator reporter who goes to try to find out what the word Rosebud means, trying to find the story of Christopher Kane. And that's what the movie, that's why I really, really like the movie. You have the reporter, he's going to his loved ones, his friends that he knew. And you start at the end of the story, but then you go through flashbacks. And then the flashbacks go into other flashbacks of their character's point of view. It was a very, very cool way of telling a story. And then you can tell that a lot of movies are inspirational from Citizen Kane. They took, this wasn't the first movie to ever use flashbacks, but you can tell that it definitely set a style for flashbacks in movies. And the character study of the main character was just really, really cool. The cinematography was really, really cool as well. And I can't get too much into spoilers into this movie because I know this movie is 80, almost is 75, 80 years old. But I don't want to spoil because a lot of people have not seen movies like this because all they want to do is watch the big action set pieces instead of watching these really cool classic stories. And the ending of the movie, really, I was that was a really cool ending, and I really liked that movie. Overall, Citizen Kane I think it's a masterpiece of a movie. I absolutely loved it. I'm curious how to see my co-host on the Easy K show will like the show, will like this movie. I don't know if he'll like it or not. He liked Casablanca, but I really like this. It keeps making me want to watch older movies because I absolutely love Citizen Kane. I'm going to give Citizen Kane an A+. Very fantastic movie. I'll talk spoilers for the Citizen Kane on the Dark Easy show this week on the podcast. So guys, have you seen the Citizen Kane? What are your thoughts? Comment below, let me know. And guys, if you like this video, click that thumbs up button, subscribe to see more, and tell your friends about Easy Nation. All too easy.
I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy,